And we're back in Mexico for the Verizon post-game interview with Mac. I'm sorry, things didn't go well for you guys today, but let's roll back a bit and talk me through the preparation for this game, because mid-jungle had a lot of responsibility, but with the comp you were playing, falling back in the early game would mean that it was, I don't want to say impossible, but really hard to come back. Can you talk me through why you drafted like this and the expectations you had coming in this game?
Sure. So, I mean, I don't think the first 8 minutes were a problem at all.
Yeah.
First 8 minutes were fine. Draft-wise, I mean, Aatrox is just a big power pick for a lot of teams at the moment, right? So that's pretty self-explanatory, and from there it's just rounding out a comp that, like, fits well with him, right? So I don't think it's any, like, particular magic that we're employing against RNG specifically. But yeah, I mean, the game kind of went really wrong at, like, post-Herald, where they ended up like freezing bot wave for ages, and then we died on mid, and then they took a bunch on bot, and then the game is really, really hard. But I think the game's in a really good spot at 8 minutes, actually.
I was about to say Copium, maybe, but things went not that bad, honestly. I mean, for me, there's a lot of positives to take from this game, but what's your take on this?
I mean, I'm happy with how well the players did, like, staying in it. But yeah, it was really rough. Like, right, when Graves got fed, it's so hard. Like, this guy's just eating forwards and one-shotting us on the mid wave. So that was really, really, really tough. So yeah, I mean, a lot of it came down to fight execution, but considering how far ahead they were, not bad. Like the big takeaway from us this game is, I think I would adapt my second round bans differently in the future, and I think that cost us a lot, certainly in this game. I think it made the game a lot harder for us to play than it should have been. So, I mean, that's my bad. And then a lot of it is, like, literally that one bot wave after Herald and then fight execution. But yeah, considering how far ahead they were, I think we executed the fights pretty decently.
It is how it is. And I mean, DRX in 2 days, we'll see how this one goes. But before talking about this matchup, last time we saw each other in the LEC during playoffs, it didn't go so well for you guys. But how much do you think the team improved and grew since then in the preparation for Worlds?
I think we have made a decent step up. I mean, I will be honest, I don't think we showed it particularly well in our last 2 games. Like, our last 2 games were so sloppy. But I'm kind of used to that, at play-ins or at Worlds. Like, it feels like that's always the first few days. The first few days are always like a massive fiesta. And I think that kind of goes for every team, right? So I think the quality will slowly start to ramp up, but definitely we've made some big strides. I think this patch is a lot better for us, to be fair, so that will naturally make us look stronger. And I think we've put a lot of work into champion pools. People are working really, really, really hard. The whole team's super motivated. So, I mean, I'm happy with our progress so far, but, we still need to show it, right?
It echoes to what Nisqy and Armit were saying to me yesterday during the interview, but as you said, it's about finding the momentum at the right time. DRX is next. We talked about how difficult this group may be, so can you give me some specifics maybe about this game, and how do you expect this one to go?
I mean, so far DRX look pretty good. But like I said, I mean, it's a BO1, right? Like, I don't think that, I don't really want to go too deep into specifics on DRX, right? But I don't think that we need to particularly be afraid of anyone, to be honest. I mean, we're certainly not going to go into the game thinking like that, right? I mean, sure, maybe DRX are favourites against us, maybe they're not. Obviously, they beat RNG yesterday, which makes them seem a bit more scary, but whatever.
You have 2 days to prep. No doubt you'll be ready. Mac, thank you for the interview.
Very much.
Good luck on the next game. And back to you guys in LA.